Hi, I'm Bette CPA in Hollywood, Florida. One of the areas that I get asked about most frequently from clients or potential clients is what type of business structure should I choose? And there's not really a one size fits all answer for this. But what I will say is if you're going to start a business, please pick some kind of structure. The reason is being a sole proprietor puts you at a ton of risk, and it's really not necessary. Um, a sole proprietorship means that anything that could possibly go wrong with the business and could put you in a lawsuit situation, everything that you own, from your house to your car to any other assets, are at risk for uh, being part of a lawsuit. And there's not really a reason to go through that heartache, especially in today's day and age when society is so litigious and people like to sue over practically anything. So I say, at a very minimum, if you want something simple, set up an LLC. If you're the only owner, the LLC is basically like the cheapest insurance policy you could possibly get. For a couple $100s, you register with the state and you now have limited liability. You have protection, so your personal assets are no longer at risk. When it comes to filing your taxes, it has zero impact. If you don't have an LLC and you're a sole proprietor, you're filing what we call a Schedule C. When you have the LLC, you're still filing the Schedule C. So in that regard, there's absolutely no reason to not, at a minimum, be an LLC if you're setting up a business on your own. Now, I'm a big proponent of form follows function. So usually the first thing I'll ask a potential client is, what are you going to do with the business? Do you need to raise capital and get investors? Are you a professional who's just going to offer their professional services? Are there other owners involved? Who are the other owners? All of these questions help determine what type of entity you should be. Um, Another situation that comes up is somebody will tell me, oh, I didn't incorporate or I didn't form an LLC, but I have a DBA. Having a DBA is kind of a waste of money unless you just don't like your own name because it gives you absolutely no uh, protection in any way as a business. It's just saying instead of using my own name, I'm using this other trade name. So a DBA, if you need to rebrand or you have a operating name that's different than the name you want to be known as in the marketplace, sure. But don't rely on a DBA to protect yourself or your business because it doesn't offer any protection. Now, the other reason I like an LLC is because it's really flexible. So maybe you're starting out small, you're not really sure, and you're doing an LLC, and you find out, oh, I need to take on a partner. Well, when you take on a partner as an LLC, you go from filing your Schedule C, like similar to a sole proprietor, to filing a partnership return. Not everybody wants to file partnership returns for tax reasons that I'll discuss at a later time, but with doing a check the box election, we can turn that LLC into a corporation and then turn it to an S corporation, which is probably one of the most popular, if not the most popular, business structures for a small business in this day. So the LLC provides you a ton of protection. It's super flexible and it is really, really cheap. Like I said before, the cheapest business insurance you could possibly have. So make sure if you're starting a business, at a minimum, file the LLC, and there's many changes you can make from there. But don't form a sole proprietorship. Don't put yourself at risk and your family and all of your assets. It's very easy. Um, and you can either file in your home state, you can file in Delaware. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you file it somewhere.